ADHD girl here, and this is our monthly podcast. And it's December, which can only mean one thing. It's the ADHD and Me podcast Christmas special. So that means we're going to do things a little differently today. I've got my good friend Ricky on the podcast today. Welcome, Ricky.
Hey, everybody.
Now, Ricky is joining us all the way from the good old US of A, and we have quite a few things in common. We're both foster parents. We're both very dramatic and loud people. We're both Christians, and we also both have ADHD.
Squirrel. No, just kidding.
So, what we're going to do is just have a good old chat about things Christmas and how it affects ADHD. We're also going to have some fun games, a competition, and there may even be some singing because I know you love to sing, Ricky. So, I've already sent your list of our public domain Christmas songs to avoid getting sued. So, before we get into the topics around ADHD and some of the Christmas traditions, things like that, I thought we'd have some icebreaker questions around Christmas topics. So I'm going to start off by asking you one and then we can just both answer them. I've already pre-prepared these, so I'm just going to pick a good one. So share one holiday Scrooge moment you've had.
I'd probably have to say one of the worst Scrooge moments was when we were with you, actually.
Oh,
And
wow.
we did our big Christmas world tour of the whole Northeast. I would have to say that you want to get so much in, you have good intentions, you want to see everything, but you get tired. And especially with ADHD, I think
Yeah.
that
Oh
the
my
one moment that
gosh.
I would say I really snapped was with the Wi-Fi in the car in the middle of downtown
Oh
New
my
York City.
Oh my gosh. I thought you were on about the other time, but no, I know you remember what you're saying. Because just to give some context to this, it was you, me, and Nick. So like I'm in the car, and obviously ADHD, you need something to do. You can't just be like sat there. And
Right.
like you're driving in the middle of New York, you were stressed because it's New York and traffic was bedlam. And this was Boxing Day, right? This was New York on Boxing Day. Was that the
Right.
time? Yeah,
I
yeah.
think so, and it was crazy busy, and like I drive an 18-wheeler for context, so
Mm.
I'm used to it, but New York City in a car is totally different than 18-wheelers on a highway, and just going, can I have Ricky Wi-Fi? Ricky Wi-Fi? Ricky Wi-Fi? It was like enough. Like I was like
Yeah.
'cause I would be more than happy to get it for her, but
Oh,
yeah,
now,
I hope
now
you're okay that I used that example, but
No,
that was
no, you're fine. I'm trying to think of a Scrooge moment I have. I mean, I've got like a short fuse, so I probably have a lot. For me, and I'm probably going to touch on this later, it's when I'm shopping around Christmas time, I would get so like overwhelmed with the amount of people, the pressure to buy the right Christmas present.
Well, and for some context, I know you mentioned we're both foster parents. So my wife and I are placed with 7 children right now, only one of them biological. And I feel like I've gotten a few Scrooge moments just in these last few weeks because I want it to
Yeah.
be so wonderful for them because, they come from like major neglect, and I
Mhm.
want this Christmas to be the best one they've ever had. And there comes a lot of pressure with
Mm.
that. And it shouldn't all be around how many gifts or the price of gifts. And,
Mhm.
that part I've really had to just remember that,
Mm.
the great Muppet movie Christmas Carol, you know,
It's so hard though, I think, because when you have kids who do have a background of neglect or kind of any foster kids really, it's so hard because you almost want to overcompensate because
yeah,
you know how tough they've had it. You just want to give them everything.
yeah.
Okay, so it's your turn to choose a question off the icebreaker list. So you pick one, I'll answer, and then it'll be the same back to you.
Have you ever regifted a present?
I have re-gifted a present. So I volunteer at a cafe, and for my birthday, one of the gifts was very lovely because I think it was chocolate. So obviously winner because I love my food and I love chocolate, so that was good. The other one was bath fizzes, and they were Friends branded, the TV show Friends. So I love the TV show Friends, but unfortunately, because I have such sensitive skin and I don't do baths, I couldn't use them. So I'm actually re-gifting them this Christmas, which I've just realized maybe I shouldn't have said anything because if the person who's getting them listens to this podcast episode, they're gonna know they've got a second gift. But it's fine because I've got them other stuff as well. It's not just that. So same back to you.
Similar with a Secret Santa thing.
Mm.
A good friend from college did a virtual Secret Santa with a whole bunch of
Mhm.
strangers where we like picked a name and it said a
Mm.
blurb about us and who we are and what we do. And I had a million things on there. And I had a little blurb that I had a dog. Well, that lady took the dog and ran with that. She clearly just went to the dollar store and bought 2 small dog figurines that were, like, fluffy, like, they look like they were for, like, a
Oh,
little kid, and I'm, like, almost 30 years old, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that was definitely regifted, and I definitely
wow.
spent more on the Santa thing for her than but it's okay. This again, here we go with another rabbit hole, but I just wanna this little blurb in because it has to do with what we're talking
No,
about,
go
and
on.
it has to do with ADHD.
Oh, there you go.
Being someone who has ADHD, I know how much it takes for me
Mm,
to find the time to pick something that they like,
yeah,
order it without just putting it in my Amazon cart and forgetting, and so
yeah.
I feel like I'm a very grateful gift receiver because I know
Mm,
how much it goes into giving for me. Like, this
yeah,
year, on
same.
point, like, yesterday we got out of church, and I said to Nicoletta, "We're going to get our Christmas tree today," and she goes, "Why? It's not even Thanksgiving." I said, "Because I have the motivation, and I'm super, like, hyper focused on doing it, and I know it'll get done." I said, "If I
Oh my
don't do it today,
gosh.
it might not get done until the day before Christmas, so let's do it," and we did it.
My gosh, like there is two things about ADHD there that that just really stuck out for me. The thing hyper focus, that is a real thing. And a lot of people don't get that about ADHD. When you get the hyper focus and you're in the zone, you have to go with it because
Right.
like you never know when that hyper focus is going to be back. So let's do one more icebreaker question and then we'll move on to the topics and I'll talk about the competition. So last icebreaker question. What is your favorite Christmas memory from childhood?
So, this kind of goes with Thanksgiving as well, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
To be really honest, when we were growing up,
Mhm.
my dad got really hurt, and we were really struggling financially, and
Mm.
my parents always tried to still keep up the Christmas traditions and things like that, so it's Thanksgiving Day, and our car had broken down completely, like, thousands of dollars of repair needed, and we didn't tell anybody. Like, this is where the Christian part comes in for me, I hope that's okay if I
Yeah,
share that.
that's
But,
fine.
we finish dinner, I could tell my parents are upset, we get a knock at the door, and a lady from our church is there with car keys in her hand and said, "God showed me I was gonna trade this in, but you were on my heart, and I wanna give you this car." She had no idea what my
Wow.
vehicle. So, we got a brand like, almost really, really good condition car.
Yeah.
And that same Christmas, someone reached out that they wanted to cook us a full Christmas dinner and deliver it. They wanted to buy us a
Wow.
Christmas tree, and someone gave my parents anonymously some money to bless us. But this is the part that makes it the favorite. That same year, my grandma, who is also a very spiritual woman, had come to all the grandkids and said, "I'm going to give you $50 this year, but you have to give it to somebody else or buy something for someone in need." That Christmas was special because I saw how good God is and how he provides.
Mm,
But even though I could have really used that $50, I still found someone who was more in need and
yeah.
blessed them. So it was just like I felt like that Christmas was a turning point for me as a child to see that like it wasn't really all about the newest gaming system and all this. And like
Yeah.
I felt so happy that Christmas. What's
It,
yours?
back when my nan was alive and my granddad, they weren't like together. It was my granddad from my mum's side and my nana from my dad's side. And they used to come round. So after we'd open the presents and stuff, we'd go and collect my nana, go and collect my granddad, and then we'd all have Christmas dinner together. And I just think it was that feeling of family for me, oh, this is my family. We're all together. We're enjoying a nice meal. And I think that was really the only time that we kind of got together in that sense as a family. And obviously, now that my granddad's not in my life and my nana has sadly passed away many years ago now, I think I really value that even more. One of the topics is Muppets Christmas Carol. So what I wanted to say is that why do you think it's such a good movie? Do you think it's the story? Do you think it's the songs? Or do you think it's just everything?
So my dad grew up watching every Christmas, he would start in, like, December 1st and watch
Mm,
every version of The Christmas Carol. He did
wow.
it with his dad passed away right before I was born, so I never got to meet him, so I feel like he, like, tried to keep that tradition alive.
Mm,
But even in that, my daddy's like big, grumpy, like kind of Scrooge looking guy himself. And here he is watching the Muppets Christmas Carol as a full grown man. And it just kind of got me into it. And I've always loved the
wow.
Muppets. I got a Kermit
Oh.
when I was little for Christmas. And just the music to it, the story
Mm,
of the Christmas Carol in general, I feel like has a very Christian message in it.
mm.
Um,
Do you know
and
what's do you know what's lovely though? Like my dad is the one of the reasons I'm into the Muppets Christmas Carol as well, because that's our tradition of like watching. Because do you remember when I came and visited you guys over like literally over Christmas Day? I spent it with you guys, and it was Christmas Eve, and I was like watching. I think you guys were trying to get some stuff done, and I was like, no, I need to watch the Muppets Christmas Carol because I always watch it on Christmas Eve with my dad. So yeah, I completely agree with you. I think the story, it's a very Christian message about just being the best version of yourself and the best you can be, and actually looking at where you've come from and looking at what's important in life and where you're going. But one of the things I really wanted to talk about is like earworms, like musical earworms. Have you heard of that?
Like things that get stuck in your head.
Yeah, because it's very common, like with ADHD, you can like hyper focus on one song. And the
Absolutely.
song that's been stuck in my head, like I think it got stuck in there in about February, was the version they released only last year, when Love Is Gone. You know, the original, like one that they took out when they first did the movie and then they put it back in. I'm just thinking of the next one we can go to. Oh, this is going to be an interesting one. So, Christmas dinner in England and America, because I was trying to wrap my head around it when I spent Christmas with you guys, because I definitely know that in England the gravy is a lot different. Yeah, it's very traditional for you guys on Christmas Day in America to have ham, isn't it? Like for Christmas dinner, is that right?
It's one of the more popular. Yeah, prime rib is the big one, but
That sounds expensive. We are very traditional with the turkey, but then you guys have Thanksgiving, so you have the turkey at Thanksgiving, right?
yes. And you guys don't do Thanksgiving?
No, did you not know that was an American?
Just learned something new. I thought people all over, I thought for us it was more of like a Indian pilgrim meaning, but I thought Thanksgiving was everywhere for thankfulness.
No, we don't celebrate. The only thing we celebrate here, and this is going to make you laugh, is the Black Friday sale that comes out like the day after Thanksgiving.
Bunch of ungrateful Brits. No, I'm just kidding.
So, do you guys don't have Yorkshire puddings either with your Christmas dinner, right?
No, no.
Have you heard of them? Do you know what they
I've
are?
heard of it from you, but
Because
that was
like it's because what I think Nick actually cooked what looked like a baked pancake, and that's literally what a Yorkshire pudding is, but she called it a baked pancake. So I was like, is that a Yorkshire pudding?
oh, okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
probably
so we have Yorkshire pudding, which is a baked pancake, but we had gravy to it and have it with the turkey and the potatoes and everything.
oh, different. Okay.
Yeah, right. And now I've always wanted to ask this, right? Because I know for Thanksgiving, I don't know if for Christmas you guys have something called yams. What are they?
It's sweet potatoes.
Oh, is that what it is? Like literally just sweet potato or?
I don't know why they call it. It might be a slightly different variation than a sweet potato, but they taste exactly the same.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, that's answered like a lifelong question I've had. That's where I was going to link it to, like ADHD and food, because I mean, I know from conversations we've had in the past, we both really struggle with the food element of the ADHD. I don't know if yours is linked to your ADHD. Mine definitely is, because I feel like the ADHD makes you more emotional.
Mhm.
And I do think that a lot of people with ADHD tend to wear their heart on their sleeve, or they go the opposite way. But I feel like with ADHD, there's two type of people. There's people who don't eat and forget to eat, and then there's people like me and you who just are obsessed with food all the time, or not all the
Yeah.
time, but we just really like our food. Do you think yours is linked to your ADHD?
I feel like in a sense, because I feel like when I get bored, the first thing to do is like, I'm gonna go eat.
Food.
Even if I'm
Yeah.
not hungry, like I'll
Yeah.
just eat to eat. And I find myself doing it all the time. I drive a truck for a living, so some of the stops are like an
Yeah.
hour, 2 hours away from each other. And it's like when I'm leaving one store and going to another, I'm like, I need some kind of snack. I need something to hold in my
Oh,
hand. I need something to eat. I need gummies. I
I
need
need
this.
Dunkin' Donuts.
But I do think so. This is also kind of
Mm,
intertwined. I think impulsivity with ADHD
mm,
is huge when it comes to not only food but with spending money. So there's
mm.
some months I save like as if I've never had a dollar before and I have to save every dollar, and then the next month I'm like Donald Trump. But I feel like everyone I've talked to who has ADHD struggles with that. It's like its consistency is very
Yeah.
yeah. The only thing consistent about us is that we're inconsistent.
Yeah, right. Or that we just eat love our food.
Right. Yeah, that doesn't change.
Right, so now we've reached the part of the podcast where I'm going to tell you a little bit about our Christmas competition. So you have a chance to win a chocolate hamper. But just before I tell you a bit about it, this competition is only available in the USA and UK, because obviously Ricky's from the US, I'm from the UK. It's nothing to do with that. It's just to do with shipping costs, things like that. All you have to do is email contact@adhdandme.org and tell us your favorite thing about Christmas. It could be a movie, it could be your favorite Christmas memory, just the reason why you love Christmas. Include your name and your address. And I'll be picking a winner at random on the 20th of December, live on video.
For your American viewers, what is a Christmas chocolate hamper. We don't have those
Oh, do
here.
you not do hampers over there?
Never heard of it. Hamper here is for dirty clothes. So
Oh, right. That's bad. You could win a pile of dirty laundry. No, so a hamper over here is like a basket full of goodies, like, or a box full of goodies. A lot of people buy like a basket and fill it with little things for Christmas, and it's called a Christmas hamper.
oh, great. Thank you for that.
Yeah, yeah. That's good because if you hadn't have let me know, then nobody in America would know what the heck I was talking about. So, all right, how do you feel about doing a game, Ricky?
Let's do it.
Okay, so I'm gonna name as many Christmas movies as you can in what do you think? 30 seconds? Do you think?
Sure.
I feel like that's a bit of a challenge because I feel if I say a minute, it's a bit easier, but if I say 30 seconds, it just adds a little bit of a challenge in there. But we have
Okay.
ADHD, so we have a faster processing speed, so that should be fine. So you have 30 seconds. I've got the timer here next to me. You have 30 seconds to name as many Christmas movies as you can. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, and go.
Home Alone 1, 2, and 3. Elf. It's a Wonderful Life. Miracle on 34th Street. Muppets Christmas Carol. Mickey's Christmas Carol. The Other Christmas Carol. The Grinch That Stole Christmas. Frosty the Snowman. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. The Year Without a Santa Claus. The Christmas Chronicles. The Star. The Nativity. Oh Lord, well, I'm forgetting like a lot of my favorites. A White Christmas. It's a Wonderful Life. If I didn't say that already. Um,
Wow, that your time's run out, but well done, by the way, because I think I stopped counting around 20. So you definitely got, I'm pretty sure you got like 30 or more, which is pretty impressive in 30 seconds.
okay.
But what I'd done was I'd accidentally set the timer to, this is an ADHD thing, 30 minutes instead of 30 seconds. But you did definitely get 30 seconds because when I realized, I was like, okay, I'll just stop it like after 30 seconds has
There
gone.
we go.
That's why I lost track of the counting as well. Right, I'm going to name
Two Christmas songs. That's
two
because
Christmas songs. Okay.
movies was kind of easy.
Okay, I'm going to start the timer now, okay?
Okay.
Okay, go. Okay, Last Christmas, The First Noel, Hark the Herald Angels Sing, um, uh, Little Town of Bethlehem, Little Donkey, Last Christmas. Did I mention that one? Oh, it's the memory aspect. I can't think under this pressure. Santa Claus is coming to town. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Jingle Bells. Oh my gosh, the time has just run out.
You got 9 of them.
Yeah,
You got
I
9.
felt like I did really bad, but I don't know about you, but I'm like one of these people. I don't like work well under pressure. I mean, sometimes I do, but when it comes to memory, that's when I don't really work well under pressure. And the best thing is I was listening to some Christmas songs at the gym this morning, and I don't even think I mentioned some of the ones I was listening to. Oh well, never mind. But you definitely won, Ricky. So well done. Your memory's definitely better than mine.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. So, one of the things I really want to talk about, like before we kind of start wrapping things up, is Christmas itself, like, the meaning of Christmas. I know we've touched on it, but obviously we're both Christians, so that's an interesting theme. But then we've got this commercial aspects of Christmas, and I don't know if it's the same in America, but it seems to have gone worse since COVID over here. People like businesses and events tend to be released in like August, September for Christmas of the year. And if you don't book and get them straight away, then they tend to sell out and everyone just goes nuts. Like, do you find it's the same over there?
Absolutely. I mean, it's not even Thanksgiving yet. We have another, like, we're recording this a little early. Sorry if I
Yeah.
blew
No,
that
no,
over.
it's fine.
Well, here in America, like 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, they started putting the Thanksgiving stuff on clearance because they were pushing for Christmas. And
Wow.
I've already seen some stores start putting out Valentine's Day candy, and it's not even Christmas yet. So it's like it's all about the almighty dollar, at least here in America. And
Yeah.
the Christmas stuff too, like when I was a kid, I saw more things about the true meaning of Christmas. There would be like, even though this is kind of morbid, there would be like Christmas baby Jesuses that you could eat, like chocolate ones that you could eat, like chocolate manger scenes, like gingerbread
Mm.
manger scenes. And now you have to go to a place like Hobby Lobby, which is a Christian run organization, like Walmart and
Mm.
stuff doesn't carry it.
I think in terms of commercialism, there's not a lot of Christian things you can buy in this country. I don't think there ever has been. Certainly not that I've seen. I blame Hallmark movies for part of the commercialism because I feel like when you watch a Christmas Hallmark movie, and I love Christmas Hallmark movies because I think there's something so cute and perfect about them, but it does like kind of show you this perfect Christmas of, oh, walk into the house and it's really fancy decorated, and all the presents are neatly wrapped, and it just looks very much like a Hollywood type Christmas. You know what I mean? Like everything's
Yes.
perfect. So really quick, best Christmas present you've ever had?
Probably when my wife had a custom Muppet picture made for me. I know it sounds corny, but it was like something that she really made. And at that same Christmas, she actually made me this entire
Aw.
photo book of all of our memories from like when we
Aw.
first met, and like she wrote like little captions under each picture, like
Did
dates,
you
and
cry?
of course,
I was gonna
not
I
just a
probably would have
few.
cried at something like that because that's the effort, though, isn't it? It's someone putting in like the amount of effort because you're
Yes.
special to them, and you can see what they've actually done, the amount of time. And I think time is one of the most precious commodities. It's the memories, not the kind of money, that's the most important thing. Which brings us full circle because we were talking about family and commercialism and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to remember the best Christmas present I've ever had. I mean, I've never been like a particularly materialistic person, but I think I remember getting a computer like back in the day, and it was a massive, big, bulky thing, not like they are now, like laptops or something. It was, this is how old I am. I remember falling asleep and I kept hearing this banging at night, thinking, what the heck is that noise? The neighbors are being so rude, like it's Christmas Eve, you need to go to sleep. And then I woke up in the morning and I walked into the dining room and there was this like massive computer there, and I hadn't asked for it, but I was so excited. I leapt into my mum's arms. And bear in mind, I think at this point I was like 13, 14, so I wasn't like a child. And I nearly took my mum out.
Aw.
And it was my dad had been banging to put the desk together for the computer. So we're running out of time. Are we going to sing? Are you ready? Right, should
Yes.
I count us in or something? Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. Oh, what fun it is to sing on a sleighing song tonight. Oh,
Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, ADHD is fun. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse
horse open
open.
sleigh.
There you
Go for
go.
the big finish.
Sleigh. Boom. All right.
Okay, so that's about all we've got time for today. So it's been an amazing and fun packed episode, but unfortunately we've got to wrap things up. Thanks so much, Ricky, for joining us today. Hopefully we can do this again at some point on a different topic, maybe not just at Christmas. And thanks everybody for listening to this very special Christmas podcast episode. Join us next month when we'll be talking about whether the ADHD label is needed with someone who thinks they have it, but just doesn't want to pursue a diagnosis. Have a very Merry Christmas, everybody. And remember, don't feel pressured to act a certain way. Just be yourself, however crazy and special that is. Take care, everyone.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Oh, it's time.